since I'm making these slides, where's mine as well? If you didn't get a sticker, I have some up front. Also, I want to remind you that it is Friday. So, celebrate, it's Friday, congratulations, we're almost at the weekend. Great. And now we can start. Skip that. Alright, so lightning talk. Just a few minutes left before Aunt Sophie gives me the gong, so I'll talk a little bit about console neural networks. I just learned this today, thank you Eduardo. Linked with e-commerce oral platforms, applications to unleash MySQL ND, with some profiling deployments of 12-factor silent file system abstraction. Thank you Frank for the file system abstraction. Again, obviously we are always short on time, so we are going to speak about clouds. So, if you have a problem, I invite you to deal with it. So, clouds, we're in Madrid, so I found some nice photos to demonstrate the clouds over Madrid. This is one of the cathedrals in town, beautiful, beautiful architecture here. Additionally, Spain evidently has quite a large empire, so down in the Canary Islands, they have some clouds there as well. And then obviously we would be remiss to neglect France, so clouds are certainly in France as well. We'll find them also in the Madrid countrysides. In this case, it's getting a bit rainy, so sometimes we need umbrellas to deal with things. And then even in San Francisco, oh, sorry, this is fog, so we'll skip that. So separate from lightning, clouds basically, if we contrast the two, where lightning hates freedom, clouds love freedom. So we should celebrate them. And they've been loving freedom for a long time. They go back quite historic. We'll even find them in the early, I don't know what century this is, but quite a long time ago. So separate from the lightning talk, I don't want to rush through anything here, but I actually broke this talk up into sections here. So I want to start by talking about the residential implications of clouds and how we can use them for homes and things like that. So historically, clouds have been a place where deities happen to stay, and they're not alone up there. They have cherubs and angels and things like that. And additionally, the planet Bespin in Star Wars, I heard the new Star Wars trailer was released just recently, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's out there, and people live up in the clouds. That's also quite nice. And then even in video game Chrono Trigger, there's the city up there in the clouds. But then that's all video games and stuff. So in real life, we have, I think Hugo's been here. Which is this? Dubai, I believe. Known as the city in the clouds. And additionally, inside our homes, we can actually get cloud houses, which is pretty nice. And then beyond this, if we have cloud houses, that means we also have little cloud cars to drive as well. So I did some Google image searching and I found a cloud car. This is probably the world's worst Lego set. I would not want this as a gift. And then we also have the Care Bears. They like to drive around in clouds. And I know you're thinking, Jeremy, this is a cartoon, this is not real. Well, I present you the next thing. Additionally, there's the Latuku character from Mario. He flies around in this little cloud and helps you when you run off the road and stuff. He's nice. But this is a technology conference, so I don't want to just talk about houses and building and stuff like that. I want to talk about computing. So better clouds by using cloud computing. So okay, let's go back. This is too far, actually. Let's go back to this. This is the Sony PlayStation 1. If anyone remembers the game Chrono Trigger, this was some pretty good graphics at the time, but it's aged. So we can go to Amazon, we can give them some money, and get some Tesla video cards and get much better graphics, which is great, especially if we're playing on a new high-resolution display. But then we can go back to Amazon, we give them money, and then use the video cards to get more Bitcoin, and then cycle this back and just keep making more Bitcoin. And that's exciting if you're Luke Stokes from Boxycart, because he's very into the Bitcoin stuff. And so you can just profit off of this cloud computing stuff. If you're playing Buzzword Bingo, this is a tag cloud, so you can just mark off all of your chart things, and you've probably already won. Excellent. Okay, let's keep going. Now, if we're using cloud computing, there's some caveats that you should be aware of. The first is that clouds are very different from cloud computing. So be wary of this. This is a dangerous cloud. You want to stay away from these kind of clouds, especially if you're on that boat. And additionally, this is basically what's going on inside of hurricane clouds. I'm not going to bore you with the scientific details. But needless to say, it's quite impressive. So this is the same scene from space. And additionally, if Amazon is approximately in that little, where the arrow is pointing right there, when the hurricane strikes, this is essentially what's going to happen is that your internet's break. And it takes down the cloud computing. So there's two things to be mindful of here and to take away. The first is not to put all your eggs in one basket, so use data centers all over the place, so you're more resistant, and be wary of the powerful effect of clouds. Okay, now lastly, operating the cloud. So, Oracle likes to say it's the first cloud operating system, but does anyone know what the actual first cloud operating system is? Don't answer this if you're in New York. Windows 95. Unfortunately, they took a good thing and they ruined it. So Windows 95 was pretty good. But then they added Internet Explorer, and then it had some rendering issues and things like that. And nutritional value of clouds, because we're probably getting hungry, it's approaching, we had lunch some time ago. So cloud cookies are quite delicious, even if it hurts the little guy there. And additionally, eating clouds is just a delightful activity. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's great. And the best part about this, though, is this is 0 calories. So you could do this as much as you want. You will not get any fatter. That's really something. Additionally, so if the clouds are 0 calories, that means more room for hot dogs. So that's great as well. Now, lastly, developing with cloud, something to take away to go and write some programs later. Jordy was actually, we were talking at lunch over this, and he just released a new cloud hosting platform called the Nimbus Framework. It's very excellent. It's free. Decoupled controllers, it lowers your cholesterol. I mentioned the 0 fat. Follows TDD, SSL. It basically takes your entire Symphony app and puts it through Google URL shortener for compression. So I invite you to check this out. Start using it now before he charges money for it. And additionally, I've been working on a function for PHP called the ran cloud function. And the goal here is to allow from your PHP script to be able to create clouds. So take a look at what this looks like here. So basically, you want this ability. So I'm actually already using this in MongoDB, which is fantastic. This is coming soon to YOLO. I have a pull request open. YOLO, the only framework with swag. That's fantastic. So, thank you. Please leave some join-in feedback for all the talks that you visited today. But wait, there's more. Don't forget to write your tests. And there's going to be karaoke tonight, 9 p.m. at Brindy's, which is downtown. So if you're going, go out for dinner and then come join us later for karaoke. There's the address. And if you lose us, go follow the hashtag. We'll be tweeting when we get there. And hope to see you later tonight. Thank you.